evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. It's time for Shreveport Mudbugs hockey, as tonight the Mudbugs will conclude this two-game series against the Odessa Jackalopes. I'm Chet Yoder, and this is Mudbugs hockey, and this is the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. And the Mudbugs had a home opener that they would like to forget on the night that they wanted to remember as they raised the 2021 Robertson Cup Championship banner. The final score last night was Odessa 5, Shreveport nothing. A little bit of a deceiving score because it was really 1-0 for most of the game. And then when Odessa scored early in the third, it was 2-0 for most of the contest. And then in the last 4 minutes or so, Odessa piloted on and won 5-0. And it was really an odd kind of game because Shreveport outshot Odessa 29-28. Really not much Bushler could do between the pipes. I'm sure there were some goals he gave up that he would like back, but the Mudbugs obviously glaringly 0 for 4 on the man advantage. They continue their power play struggles. A 5-on-3 power play to open up the second was a squandered opportunity when it was a scoreless affair, and I felt like that was a big turning point in last night's contest. A look in the South Divisional standings, very early right now, but you have Amarillo in first place at 5-2. Then you have Odessa right now at 4-3. Wichita Falls is in third place at 7 points at 3-1. Then New Mexico's behind them. They've only played 4 games. They're off this weekend. They're at 3-1. Corpus Christi in fifth place at 3-3. El Paso, who the Mudbugs are going to see next weekend, are at a record of 3-3. Lone Star at 2-2 at 6 points, and then the Mudbugs at 2-3. They've played only 5 games, so they have games in hand on everybody above them except New Mexico. So lots of time. The Mudbugs don't have to exactly get worried or push any kind of panic button, but they did have a 3-hour film session this morning and try to fix some of the woes and errors or maybe some of the shortcomings that they had last night. Tonight, the Mudbugs will have the formal ring presentation. The championship ring will be presented to our former Mudbugs, and a lot of the, obviously, the organization and the staff will get their rings. I can't wait to get mine. It's going to be awesome. A formal ring presentation along with a formal ring banner that's going to be hung up from the rafters this evening. So that presentation will be before the game. And hopefully we'll be able to start on time at 7-11. It looks like we are, but I don't want to make any guarantees because we have a lot of things going on pregame. But it's going to be a lot of fun. And, of course, to commemorate the 2021 Robertson Cup Championship that the Mudbugs achieved last June. The Mudbugs, once again, will have 2 games next weekend against El Paso. Lots of good games still, lots of tickets still good available, rather, for those games. You want to be sure to get your tickets by giving us a call at 318-636-7094 or logging on to mudbugshockey.com. Then the Mudbugs will have their hands full October 15th and 16th. They're going to take on the first place Amarillo Wranglers. That'll be a fun series on the 15th and 16th, like I said. It'll be the Mudbugs and the Wranglers. And the Mudbugs will obviously have their hands full there. But first things first, they want to grab the win tonight, bounce back from last night. They're very good after a loss, and they hope that trend continues this evening early in this 2021-2022 regular season. We talked to Mudbugs Associate Head Coach Gavin Morgan, got his thoughts on last night and what the Mudbugs need to do tonight to grab the split. We'll have that after these messages. This is the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show, and you're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Planning for life and its unexpected events are more important now than ever. Generational Financial Advisors provides accounting, tax services, and financial advice for every stage in life. Janice Watt wants to connect with you to build a relationship and earn your trust. GFA will listen to your goals and objectives and develop a plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you, either as a small business owner or individual, with all services from accounting to investment planning. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter like a child custody case or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case or visit them online at defadapi.com.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. Game 2 of this two-game series between the Mudbugs and the Odessa Jackalopes. We're joined by Mudbugs Associate Head Coach Gavin Morgan. And, Coach, last night, can you take anything away from a 5-0 defeat?
I think you can. There's always learning lessons. I think a couple things came into play. Some inexperience in our lineup, kind of stepping into a new environment, one that they hadn't seen before, and then just being a little overwhelmed with kind of the pace of what South Division hockey is. And I think that they'll be a lot better tonight, a little more relaxed, and hopefully a learning lesson is well taken.
You guys had that 5-on-3 power play to open up the second. You failed to score there. Did you feel like that was a little bit of a back-breaking turning point in the game?
Well, we definitely needed a goal. We definitely needed a goal, and what better opportunity to get a goal than on a 5-on-3 advantage. I think that we kind of overheld the puck and didn't play as quickly as we needed to. Their goalie played a good game, and he kind of was there early on one-timer shots, and we should have been a little more savvy to move the puck around them, and kind of, when you're out there, kind of work off the blueprint but have your own drawing, and I don't think we did a good job of that.
Odessa was a team that Shreveport went 9-1 against last season, and perennially they've been a very struggling team. Didn't feel like it was that this time around. New coach, kind of a new era. Did you see a little bit of a different look from this Jacks team that surprised you?
Well, definitely with the new coach. I know him decently well, and he's been in Fairbanks for a long, long time, and they've had a lot of success there. And so that success is going to move where he goes, and he's going to have a team that emulates what the Fairbanks looks like and how they play. And they played fast and they played hard, and I don't know that that was unexpected. What I do think is that sometimes maybe just taking that previously synonymous effort that has been in the past in Odessa was the wrong thing to do for some of our players, and hopefully, again, a lesson learned.
You know, people look at that 5-0 score, and if you didn't watch the game, you would think it was lopsided, but it was very close until the end, where 3 of those goals happened in the last 4 minutes. Did something break down as far as what you saw in those last 4 minutes, where it kind of felt like Odessa just kind of started piling it on at that point?
No, I think from the start of the game that we had put ourselves behind the 8 ball. There's things that we do that are very important to our game. There's structure to our game, structure that wasn't there, and we were able to illustrate that to our players this morning. And hopefully they'll be a lot more prepared and ready to play Mudbug hockey. And so hopefully it'll be a much better game tonight from us.
What do you want to see tonight? What's the biggest key?
The biggest key is to be physical and to be structured. We thrive off structure, and in order to play our game, structure has to be there. So tonight, all I expect from our guys is for us to come out, have a better effort in the work ethic category, as well as playing structured and playing mudbud hockey and playing, as we like to say, connected.
Coach, thanks for the time and good luck tonight.
Thanks.
We'll have more after these messages here on the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. You listen to Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. Now time for the Whataburger starting lineups. Whataburger, just like you like it. Mudbugs making their way onto the ice in front of an ice-packed house on a Saturday night. First for the Odessa Jackalopes, head coach by Scott Durr, assistant coach Russ Baroni. At left wing will be number 15, Liam O'Hare. At center will be number 19, Dane Hoyard. And on the right wing will be number 21, John Perdian. On defense will be number 12, Evan Orr, and number 24, Charlie Bankier. Getting the start in nets back-to-back nights will be number 1, Alex Proctor. And the numbers on Proctor have been very impressive, obviously coming off the shutout last night. He is 4-1 with a 2.08 goals against and a .932 save percentage. Your Whataburger starting lineups for the Shreveport Mudbugs, head coached by Jason Soupy Campbell, who is not with the team, tending to his wife, suffering from multiple myeloma in Arkansas. And I heard they're doing a lot better today. We wish all our hearts and prayers out to Coach Soupy, who's not been with the team for the last 3 weeks. But they are in great hands with Mudbugs associate head coach Gavin Morgan and Mudbugs assistant coach Rich Perrant. At left wing will be number 22, Timofey Koklachev. At center will be number 8, Jacob Onstadt. And on the right wing will be number 18, Garrett Steele. On defense will be number 5, Trenton Heide. And number 4, Davis Gockler. And getting the start in nets, playing in front of his mom and dad who made the trip from Northwood, Ohio, will be number 31, Devin Boback. The numbers on Boback have been impressive. He's 1-1 with a 1.50 goals against. And, of course, he's been playing really good hockey between the pipes, coming off a 2-1 overtime win in the exhibition series against the USA Hockey U17 team. And the Mudbugs obviously look forward to another great start from him, again tonight. Those are your Whataburger starting lineups, just like you like it. Mudbugs Hockey Tonight brought to you by Porter's Fine Dry Cleaning. Their vision to create a means by which people can look and feel their best. As now we're in the formal ring presentation brought to you by Southern Recognition Incorporated. They will present the rings. And what a scene right now as you look up at center ice. Tommy Scott, the Mudbugs owner and president, alongside the Robertson Cup. And Mudbugs equipment manager Chris Perry and Mudbugs athletic trainer Amy Baker will make their way onto the ice for the formal ring presentation. And now here comes Mudbugs associate head coach Gavin Morgan, and now Mudbugs assistant coach Rich Perrant. Well, this is becoming a very formal affair here. And, of course, some former Mudbugs who will be getting their ring presented to them on the red carpet include Giovanni Procopio alongside Matt Weber. Dawson Sharino is in the house. Just named off a few great Mudbugs in that Robertson Cup Championship run. And now Mudbugs honorary coach Chris Lane will make his way onto the red carpet and get presented his ring. And how about Allie and Cade Campbell will represent Coach Soupy in collecting the ring. I like that. Of course, Cade Campbell plays for the ETBU hockey team. And now Davis Gockler, who is on the ice, will get his ring. Mudbugs Hockey Tonight brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beers, sports. What more do you want? Buffalo Wild Wings, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs Hockey. As the Mudbug players are getting presented the rings, we'll take a quick break and bring you more after these messages. This is the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show, and you're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Planning for life and its unexpected events are more important now than ever. Generational Financial Advisors provides accounting, tax services, and financial advice for every stage in life. Janice Watt wants to connect with you to build a relationship and earn your trust. GFA will listen to your goals and objectives and develop a plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you, either as a small business owner or individual, with all services from accounting to investment planning. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hearst Coliseum. Billy Fetchko now along Colin Doherty getting his ring. And we are expected to drop the puck a little bit late this evening, but that is okay. Now Johnny Hallard, one of our leadership group members. And now some former Mudbugs. Giovanni Procopio, who wore the A, and he wore it well last season, will collect his ring. Coming down from Aurora alongside teammate Matt Weber. Another man who wore the A quite well, Matt Weber, with a last-minute trip down here, and it was great to see him last night. And now here's Dawson Chirino. Scored one big goal after another, especially down that stretch en route to a Robertson Cup. And now they will take a group photo. All the returning Mudbugs, and what a core it is. They will take a picture with the Robertson Cup. Mudbugs looking for a better Saturday night showing. And now Odessa will make their way onto the ice. Lots of hugs, lots of former teammates. Meeting and greeting one another. And now I get presented my ring, and boy, I'd have to say this one looks bigger than the one we had back in 2018. The Mudbugs will travel from left to right in the opening period, and they will play in their home whites with the purple stripes, letterings, and numberings on the back. Odessa in their red and blacks with the Odessa spelled out in front with the white letterings and the red numberings on the back. Now we ask that you please rise wherever you may be for tonight's national anthem. Miss Jamison Ann will be singing tonight's national anthem. She is 13, and she is ready to roll. Another sensational rendition of tonight's national anthem, sung by the very lovely Jamison Ann. I want to thank all our billets for everything they do for Mudbugs hockey. Big thanks to Leanne and Brian Bechtel, Miss Harriet Bonnie, Morgan and Kevin Brown, Zach and Jordan Choate, Courtney and Jason Davis, Levi and Charlie Dew, Jordan and Lindsay Gamble, Keith and Becca Gibb, Mr. Jim Hacker, Spencer and Candace Hardy, Brian and Kristen Hill, Ed and Jennifer Horton, Kristen and Jeremy Kennedy, James and Amanda Meyer, Miss Karen Mitchell, our brilliant Mudbugs billet coordinator, Sarah and Jason Morris, Miss Carlene Mudd, Martin and Carla Mueller, along with Chucky Landry and family, Scott and Karen Musket, Ronnie and Bridget Peterson, Heather and Mark Price, Randy and Tanya Reeves, Casey Ryan and Dave Bercana, Dawn and Janice Watt, Mr. Mark Weldon, and Beth and Mark Woods for all being proud billets of the Shreveport Mudbugs. We can't do it without you. Hashtag love our billets. Boy, these championship rings, boy, they got some weight on them. They're starting to bog me down a little bit, but they are unbelievably nice. They got the claw in front, and it's definitely got a different feel from the 2018 championship the Mudbugs won, and very grateful for this organization for providing the rings for the players, coaches, the organization, the staff, and everybody, the ownership group that makes Mudbugs hockey Mudbugs hockey possible. Mudbugs will skate from left to right. First period tonight brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. For more information on planning your life's needs from college to retirement, you can call Janice Watt at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com. Face-off battle at and won there by Onstadt. Onstadt spars it in to the Odessa zone. Now along to the near half wall. Onstadt now able to just kind of leak it in behind the cage now of Proctor. Steele slips it back up top. Now to the right point. Quick wrister bounced on its way through. It went wide. Steele now behind the cage. Played right back up top. Quick wrister, and he shot it wide. And it goes into the near corner. And now it's picked up there by O'Hare. He'll bank it off the near side boards, and Perdion will just power it into the Mudbug zone for the first time this evening. First period as we're just underway, 40 seconds gone by. No score. Steele will just loft that baby in to the Odessa zone. Slowed down there by Proctor into the far corner. Now along to the far side. Up along now to the near side. It's picked up there by number 6. That's Wojnarowski, and he'll just wire that baby in. Steered aside there by Boback as it was played on net. Now behind the cage of Boback into the near corner. That's Hallard to the far side. Trying to fetch that baby down there is Mitchell. He'll nudge it up ahead to the far half wall. Fetchko will flip it back to his blue liners. Now to the near side. Hallard up off the stick of Brimmer. Now played up ahead. Played back out to center there is Fetchko. But it's handled there by Wojnarowski. He'll gallop up across the ice from the right side and rattle that baby in. Slowed down there by Boback. He gets back in between his pipes. Fetchko now played back to Gato. He mishandled it, but it's played back out to center. Brimmer will drop it off there to Gato along the right side. They'll work their way back into the Jack zone. Now behind the cage, puck is sealed up there by William Marshall, and Marshall now will just spin it back up top there to Finn. Finn tried to get around the stick of Copri, but Copri picked his pocket, and Copri will just kiss it off the near side glass and all the way down into the Odessa zone. Off the near side stick of Finn as the puck now is redirected back into the Shreveport zone. Mudbugs looking for a good start and trying to find some goals here on home ice. They were shut out last night. Jake Mack now forwards it up ahead. That's Sedlacek. Sedlacek works it in now along the near side. Along to the far corner, played back up top. Different lineup for the Bugs. Thrown in front through the slot. A couple of guys who were not in last night's contest. Jake Mack, Logan Firstenow, Drake Morris, Hayden Nickel, among others, are in the lineup this evening. Along to the near corner now, back in the Shreveport zone, that's Copri. He'll play it up ahead there to Mack. Mack now able to kind of squeeze it back out to center. Sedlacek tried to get it in deep, but it was stolen away there by Good. Emerson Good back out to the blue line. Now along the left side, cross ice off the far side board. It'll go all the way down. And no icing as it was tipped on its way through. Now played back, Gockler off the back heel of Sedlacek in front of the Mudbugs bench. Copri now goes to the right side over to Gockler. Played up ahead there to Nickel, and Nickel takes a hard hit up top there by number 27. That was Justin Hughes. Along the left side, a hit there by Morse. That one rung the bell of Wojnarowski. Now Morse played up ahead there to Nickel. Off the back skate of Simpson, and the puck now just rammed back into the far corner into the Mudbug zone. Gockler has it behind the cage of Boback. Now he kicks it around, plays it back out to center. Worked out free there by Simpson, and he'll slam it back in to the Odessa zone. We are 3:40 into this baby, and it looks like the puck got stuck in between the stanchions, and we get a break in the action. A big hello to the Nickel family. Tuned in tonight from Tennessee. Glad to have them with us from the Music City. Of course, Hayden Nickel, originally from Rochester, New York, and then moved down to Tennessee about 4 years ago. Face-off won there by Shreveport. Haller now will just Kind of yank it in behind the cage of Proctor. Now played off the far side boards. O'Hare chasing after it. Good job there by Heidi to close the gap for any kind of break. Mitchell now along the far side, trying to get it on the stick of Brimmer. Now the puck just punched in forward, now taken back out there by Haller. Haller now along to the far corner. He'll drop it off there for Miller, and Miller will settle it down. The St. Lawrence commit along to the near side. Over to Fetchko, played back out to center. Now Brimmer just kind of steamrolls past his man, works it into the near corner. Good body positioning there by Brimmer just to work it into the Odessa zone. But the Jacks now have it along the far side, chopped at there by Kusler, but intercepted there by Brimmer. Brimmer now has the puck along to the far corner, now played back out. No, kept in there by Mitchell. He'll just bank it in behind the cage. Too far for Brimmer to grab, but they're going to try to grab the loose change, and they do. Now played back to the right point. Hallard's got it. Haller now will just wrist it in behind the cage of Proctor. Mudbugs chasing after it. Trying to get help there is the captain, that's Steele. Along to the near corner, now taken there by O'Hare. Kissed off the near side glass. Now bouncing around back out to center. Copre's going to grab it. He'll just gallop back along to the far side there to Doherty, and Doherty will just level it back on over to Copri. Off the stick now of Steele, back out to center. Mudbugs trying to go forward with this, and they will. Onstott will advance that baby into the Odessa zone. Behind the cage of Proctor, hard hitting going on now as Steele rings the bell of, I believe, that was Tallarico. Thrown in front toward the net, left pad stop made as Ryan Williams and it looked like Steele were hacking and whacking at it, trying to jab that baby through. 5:25 gone by here in the opening frame. Still no score. Mudbugs Hockey tonight brought to you by Fireplace Specialties, your proud corporate partner of Mudbugs Hockey. Fireplaces, gas logs, glass doors, wood stoves, inserts, mantles, and grills. They got it all. They're located at 8500 Box Road in Shreveport, or log on to fireplacespecialties.net. Fireplace Specialties is your fireplace headquarters. Now into the near corner. Odessa won that face-off, but they can't work it out. Here's Mack, spin around, quick shot. Oh! Williams didn't get much on it, and he threw it toward the net. It looked like it was bouncing off his stick, and a right pad stop made nonetheless there by Proctor, and now an icing on the Odessa Jackalopes. The Williams family making the trip from Minnesota. Glad to have them with us. Williams' sister looks, boy, just like her brother Ryan. The resemblance is quite striking. Face off to the left of Proctor. Face off won there by Shreveport. Gockler into the near corner. Now just popped back in there by Nickel. Into the near corner it goes. Played back out to the right point. Gockler waits. Gockler tees one up, but it gets blocked in front there by Finn. Into the near corner it goes. Mudbugs trying to shake it off the walls. Back up top. Gockler throws one toward the net. It goes wide. Now into the far half wall. Heidi tries to pinch the zone. He does. He keeps it in momentarily. Now it's going to be played back out there by Finn, and Finn will just pop it out of midair. Back out to center. Along to the right side, that's Nichols. He'll nail it back into the Jack zone. Played back into the Odessa zone now. 6.5 gone by here in the opening frame. Still no score. Puck now just rifled back in. Boback kind of had a tough time handling that puck behind the cage. He was able to gallop back in between his pipes and get back into gear. Shot goes wide on a shot from the point there by Nate Boak. Along the left side, back out to center. In front of the Jackalope zone, on over to Fetchko. Fetchko now into the far corner. Fetchko getting help there from Brimmer along the walls. Oh, boy, hard hit as Brimmer got roughed up. Played back now to the point. Waiting. Hallard fires one. Blocker save. Rebound chance. Oh, Proctor robbed Brimmer from the short side. And now through the slot. Quick shot. Save made. And Brimmer got tripped up there by Proctor. And I think the Mudbugs were barking for a call there. Boy, a glorious chance in front as Brimmer got robbed right in front. Great to see Mr. Ken Brimmer, who made the trip. And a big thank you to Mr. Ken Brimmer for the Canadian maple syrup. I have to go out and buy some pancakes or some waffles or something and get that baby on there. Lather that baby up, you know what I mean? Can't wait. I've never had it before. I'm excited. Some pure maple syrup. That was a very thoughtful gift. Thank you to the Brimmers. I've heard rumors that Miss Lynn Brimmer will be making the trip next weekend, the adoring mom of Austin Brimmer. Along to the far corner. Steele will bank it up ahead there to Onstadt. Onstadt now kind of works his way in, takes a hard hit. Puck now just lugged into the far corner there by Onstadt. Onstadt now works it out far circle. Quick shot goes wide. Puck trying to get golfed out, blocked in there by Koklachev, and now the puck is being able to be chopped all the way down the length of the ice for icing on Odessa. 11:55 remaining here in the first. It is still a scoreless affair. A big hello to the Heidi family. Tune in tonight from Georgia. Miss Kelly, Mr. Ken, we saw the Heidi family in Minnesota. At least we saw mom and dad. Played back to the left point. Quick shot there. Gets blocked as Doherty threw one toward the net. Copri holds it in. Now behind the cage. That's Mack trying to wrap it around. Trying to get around through the slot. Just under the stick. Boy, Mack got mauled. And Sedlicek couldn't tackle down the bouncing biscuit. Now played up ahead there to Williams. He takes a hard hit along the near half boards. Mack grabs it. Mack's got it. And Mack now will mail it off the far side boards into the far corner. And now lodged out of the possession of Sedlicek. Now off the far side boards. All the way back out to center. Worked back into the Mudbug zone. Here's Duclair. Kind of works it around the point. Quick shot save made there by Bo back through traffic. That was his first stress save. Oh, an awkward hit as Simpson goes down. And now Firstenau gets a big taste of the boards, and he's down, and luckily he gets back up. Logan Firstenau, the extra forward this evening. Puck now just worked back into the Mudbug zone behind the cage of Boback. Off the far side boards, back out to center. Puck now kissed off the near side glass. Back into the Shreveport zone. Heidi will drop it off for Gockler. Along the near side, here's Morse. Drake Morse will just whip it back into the Odessa zone and forecheck that baby down. Into the far corner now. Getting help there from Nickel, now taken away there by Odessa. And they will spill it all the way down the length of the ice, and it'll be icing on the Jacks. 10:05 remaining in the first. I'm Chet Yoder coming to you live from George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. Fresh off the ring presentation, I'm wearing one on my index finger because I sized these babies up back in June, and I thought I had it right on my ring finger, and it was a little loose. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it was kind of hanging on my ring finger, which I sized up at a 9.5 spot. So I had to put it on my index finger. Quick shot, score! That's Brimmer! Ozzy with a quick ripper from the point. Mudbugs 1, Jackalopes nothing. Austin Brimmer with his first of the season. He rifled that from the point, and it found its way through far side on Proctor, and that's the first goal of the weekend for the Bugs. And it's number 21 who does it. Shreveport 1, Odessa nothing. And that's how you get the ring party started this evening. Brimmer's been aching to get his first, and that might awake the sleeping giant. And he does it in front of his dad, who made the trip from Canada. The goal comes at 9:59 of the opening period. Boy, they wanted to get off to a good start and grab the game's first goal. Bingo. They did just that. And Austin Brimmer might have one of the most enjoyable reactions when he scores. It is just pure jubilation. Face-off battle at one there by the Bugs. 1-0 lead off the far side boards. Looks like Dawson Chirino is making his grand tour with his ring. Looks bigger than his hand. Now the Mudbugs behind the cage of Proctor. Connor Gato gets the only assist on Brimmer's first of the season. And it comes at 9:59 of the first. A break in the action. 9:38 remaining in the first. Austin Brimmer's first of the year puts the Mudbugs out in front 1-0. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Planning for life and its unexpected events are more important now than ever. Generational Financial Advisors provides accounting, tax services, and financial advice for every stage in life. Janice Watt wants to connect with you to build a relationship and earn your trust. GFA will listen to your goals and objectives and develop a plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you, either as a small business owner or individual, with all services from accounting to investment planning. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hearst Coliseum. 1-0 lead thanks to Brimmer's goal at 9:59. Now Odessa now comes right back in. They have the puck in deep now. Play to the left point. Quick shot. Ooh, it deflects wide into the far corner. Now behind the cage. Now along to the near corner. They go right back up top. It goes to Orr. Here comes the captain. Wines, fires, and a right pad stop made there by Boback. A happy Louisiana Saturday night to you and yours. Thank you so much for joining us in Game 2 of this two-game series. Shreveport on top, 1-0. Uh-oh, a turnover, quick shot, blocked in front. That's a good stick there by Doherty to block the lane of Tanyan Bajer, who's getting the start this evening for Odessa. Now Koklachev just kind of rumbles his way in and shakes that baby into the Odessa zone. 8:38 and counting here in the first. Intercepted. Here comes Sedlacek. Cuts the lane. He works it into the near corner. Sedlacek now relays. Coming in now is Mack. Mack didn't get a good shot on net, so he just kind of parks it back. Didn't get a good look at the net, rather. Williams now puts it back up top to the point. Now to the left point. Heidi throws one toward the net. It goes wide of Proctor, who gave up his first goal of the weekend. Now along to the near corner. Corralled down there by Gockler, right point. Gockler now will just settle it in behind the cage for Mack. Takes a weird bounce, and it hops over the stick of Mack. And now played back to the left point. Wine, Heidi fires one, stick save, rebound chance, covered up. Oh, a rough hit along the back, and we got a melee breaking out in front of Proctor. This one's getting testy. Mack's in the fray. Oh, my goodness. Lots of pushing and shoving. And they can't break up Mack here. And now, Sedlacek tied up with his man. That was Bankier, a couple of big boys going at it. They're just doing a little face wash, love grab. It was Mack and Dane Hoyard, though, who were locked up like a couple of moose heads going at it. Boy, Jake Mack channeling his big brother Joe Mack there. Well, you miss Grandpa Joe. And And now Jake Mack starting to spew something out along that bench toward Dane Hoyer. They're having a good conversation going back and forth. It's like a little Jerry Springer show going on there between the penalty boxes. And now Orr gets in the fray. Looked like Jake Mack just did some hand puppets. That's describing Orr. Orr still barking away. Boy, I'd love to be the fly on the wall in that conversation. I would have to say Mack might tango with Hoyard at a later time in this game. 7:55 remaining here in the first. 1-0 lead for Bugs hockey. There was a late hit along the back of Mack, and that's what I think Garrett Steele is going to try to lobby for if there's going to be an additional 2 on Odessa. There is a lot to sort out here. It's a good time to let us know that Alex Berard is your lead referee. Ben Golick and Brad Sotak are your linesmen this evening. Mudbugs had a sellout crowd last night. Another good crowd tonight. All these penalties come at the 12:05 mark of the opening frame. Brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. Oh, boy. Is Evan Orr having words with fans now? Well, this is a classy conversation if he is. Well, I could have swore Evan Orr said something toward Austin Brimmer's dad. But Mr. Ken Brimmer handled his own as he was starting to jaw back. And now it looks like Dane Hoyer is going to take the grand trip into the locker room. They're opening up that back door. I think Hoyer might be done for the period. Looks like Mack's going to follow. He's grabbing his stick and helmet. So Jake Mack and Hoyer probably getting 10 minutes apiece. Oh, no, it's Evan Orr who's taking the trip. So Evan Orr's gone and Hoyard. So 2 Jackalopes for 1 Jake Mack. The Mudbugs will take that trade off any day of the week and twice on Sunday. Well, the bigger deal for Odessa is they're going to lose their captain for a significant amount of time. And the Mudbugs are going to get a power play out of this. So the Mudbugs will go on the power play. They were 0 for 4 last night. And overall, they're 27th in the league, 1 for 16. It has been a struggling unit so far for this Bugs power play crew. Face off now to the right of Proctor. Mudbugs have the early 1-0 lead. Looks like Scott Durr had a few moments with the officials that delayed a little bit of time here. The head coach of Odessa. Face off in the left wing circle. It'll be taken by Firstenow. Battle and won there by Firstenow. Copri now played back up top to the right point. Gato's got it. Now into the near circle. Oh, Steele got his pocket picked there by Kusler. And Kusler able to flip it all the way down. So Hoyard and Mack both got 5 and 10s. And the roughing came to the captain on Orr. Oh, wow. Evan Orr is out of this game. So, wow, a big blow for Odessa. They'll be without their captain for the rest of the way. Down to 1:20 left on the game's first power play for the Bugs. Brimmer's got the puck now along the far side. He has the only goal of this game. He'll drop it back to Copri. Jonah Copri along to the far side. A little bit mishandled there by Firstenow, and the puck now is fired in there by Brimmer. Now whipped around the near side boards and all the way down. Down to 55 seconds. Uh-oh! Trouble handling it there is Boback, and he covers up on the puck behind the cage. There by Manzo. Well, nothing delightful so far about this power play. Mudbugs can't get much going here along to the far side. As the puck scaled back in there by Sedlacek in deep. Along to the near half wall, played back up top to Gockler. 5 seconds left. Into the far half wall now. Penalty coming up to an end. Mudbugs 0 for 1 on the man advantage. As the puck now is just spun all the way down into the Mudbug zone. It's a great job there by that PK unit. And now Marshall creates a turnover, and now it's taken back out. Mudbugs have it. Along to the far side, that's Mitchell. Mitchell has it. Mitchell flips it into the Mudbugs bench. Look out, Gavin Morgan. Well, he is still shifty, as he was when he played in his pro days, which was not that long ago. And you would recognize him in a Dallas Stars jersey. He played on the Dallas Stars alongside Mike Madonna, Marty Turco. And talks about how Marty Turco was his favorite teammate in the NHL. Longtime NHLer, played along the ranks of the AHL, ECHL. Very talented, and boy, was he a bruiser and fighter back in the day. Lots of videos of his great work. Now along to the near half wall. Uh-oh, penalty coming up to Shreveport. Looks like Mitchell's going in the box. He might have tripped up his man on its way through along the near side. And it is a trip on Mitchell. Mudbugs penalty kill brought to you by First Choice Personnel. It is down to 18th in the lead. They gave up 2 power play tallies last night. First power play of the night for the Jacks. One there by the Jacks on the faceoff. Now far circle, quick shot from the high slot. Right pad stop made there by Boback. Buck now just putted all the way down. .443 remaining here in the first. 1-0 lead for the Bugs. Along to the right side, raked in there by Hughes. Along to the near corner, hard hit as Gockler hit his man into the boards. Oh no, is a penalty coming up? It is. It's going against Gockler. I believe it's an interference call. Oh, what a costly penalty. It is an interference. Gockler quite perplexed. The Mudbugs coaching staff quite perplexed. And the Mudbugs are going to have a perplexing sequence here as they're going to be down 2 men for 129. What a critical moment for the First Choice Personnel penalty kill. And what a big spot here for Devin Boback. Face off to the right of Boback. Face off one there by Odessa. They have it. Perdian. Played back up top now. Top of the far circle there. That was Boak. Now over to Bankier. Now short side. Thrown toward the net is Perdian. Poke checked away there by Boback, and the puck is laced all the way down. Good clear there by Simpson. Mudbugs trying to get some of this clock chewed up. Down to a minute left of 5-on-3 time for Odessa. They work it around the right side. And they'll just whistle it into the near corner. Settled down there by Hallard. And now off the near side boards, back out to center. Good clear there by Hallard. Killing off more precious seconds. Along to the right side. And O'Hare couldn't get through, and the puck is pitchforked all the way down there by Sedlacek. They're going to look for a stretch pass, played up ahead to O'Hare. O'Hare now has it along to the near corner. They'll drop it back. Settled down there by Purdy and behind the cage. 25 seconds left, a 2-minute advantage time. Still time for Odessa. Played back now to the right point. Holding it in now. Tallene will play catch back to Tallene, top of the near circle. And mishandled there by Couette. Couette now to the right point. 10 seconds left of the 2-minute attacker. One penalty coming to an end. Mitchell about to get out of the box in 2 seconds. And now thrown to the far side. Thrown toward the net. Blocked. Mitchell now comes out of the box. He has it, and he will softly advance the puck all the way down into the Odessa zone. Still 20 seconds left on the second power play for Odessa. Gockler waiting, and he'll be getting out of the box in 15 seconds. Now played around the far side to the right point. Penalty coming up to an end soon. Tallene to the point. Tallene has it. Left point. He'll walk the line. Tallene now near side. Duclair fires it toward the net. Right pad stop made. Rebound chance. Smothered up there by Bobek. The helmet comes off of Bobek, and we got a whistle as Gockler comes out of the box. Jacks are 0 for 2 on the man advantage. Boy, big moments there by the first choice personnel penalty kill, and they did a terrific job in the early stages of this contest. If you want to schedule your next birthday party, come out to George's Pond. Private party room alongside private ice time. You don't want to miss it. Give us a call at 318-636-7094 and ask for the very lovely Miss Lauren. She'll take care of you for birthday parties at George's Pond. See a Jay Fewell jersey. Former captain. We missed that guy. Great Mudbug. 3-year Mudbug. Off the near side, Glass back out to center. Taken there by Simpson. He works it in from the right side. Simpson throws it toward the net. Fought off there by Proctor. And I don't think he saw that puck. He just guessed, and he was able to stop it. Now off the near side boards, back out to center. Puck now just chiseled back in there by Heidi. 2 minutes left here in the first to the near side. Bumped off the puck. Gato tried to grab it. Good's got it now up the middle of the ice. Good has it, and Good now will just knock it back into the Mudbug zone. Paddled away there by Bobak. 1:50 remaining here in the first. Bremer tries to grab it. Kind of lost it there to Hughes. Hughes now to the point. Will throw it over to Boak along to the near half wall. And he tried to work it in deep. Now Fetchko grabs it back out to his brotherman, Bremer. Hard hit, up ahead, here's Gato, throws it toward the net. Oh, what a skate save made there by Proctor. Boy, a great move as Gato tried to come around the forehand and tuck it in. Might have hit the post on its way through and run out of room in tight. And now Koklachev comes right back in, quick wrister, and a glove save made there by Proctor. 1:14 remaining. Here in the first, Mudbugs 1, Jacks nothing. Stick around for the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. We will talk to Goat Boy, Logan Gotinsky. Always fun talking to that guy. My only beef with him is that he changed his number. I was used to 37 Gotinsky. Now I got to get used to number 9. One of many Mudbugs who changed their numbers. Not to my liking or approval, but I'm going to get used to it and have to deal. Worked in. Uh-oh, Odessa, quick shot from the far circle there by Good goes wide. Now along to the far corner. Koklachev's going to grab it. Down to less than a minute to go here in the period. It is a 1-0 lead for the Bugs. Hallard kind of weeds his way through traffic and is able to hammer it back out to center. Now played up ahead, 2-on-1. Odessa thrown across, quick shot. What a right pad stop made there by Bobek. He robbed Hoyard from the near circle. on a 2-on-1. Bobek with a brilliant stop to keep the game at 1-0 for the Bugs with 31 seconds remaining in the opening period. Face off to the right of Bobek. 31 seconds remaining here in the first. Face off won there by Odessa. They try to get on net. Calarico now will spin it back into the near corner. Marshall takes a hard check there by Steele. Taken back out there by Onstad. Onstad gets checked along the back. Oh, boy. They threw it to the near side. It almost banked off of Mitchell's skate toward the net. That would have been dangerous. Koklachev played up ahead to the far side there to Steele. Steele will just spank it in. Glove down there by Proctor. And he'll cover it up with 7.5 seconds remaining in the first. But Gavin Morgan's got some thoughts on his mind on what he wants to draw up here in 7.5 seconds. A big hello to our head coach, Jason Soupy Campbell. Tuned in tonight from Arkansas, tending to his wife, suffering from multiple myeloma. And I heard the treatments are going well today. And, of course, all our hearts and prayers go out to Coach Soupy and his family. Miss Shanda Campbell, Shanda Strong, and we look forward to seeing him back next week. We miss him. Only so much honey in my coffee I can take. As the puck banks off the far side boards, Copri will just throw it into the far corner, and that'll do it for the period. A good period. Austin Brimmer gets the game's only goal. It comes at 9:59, assisted by Gato with a quick shot from the point. Stick around for the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy first intermission show. It's Shreveport 1, Odessa 0. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Planning for life and its unexpected events are more important now than ever. Generational Financial Advisors provides accounting, tax services, and financial advice for every stage in life. Janice Watt wants to connect with you to build a relationship and earn your trust. GFA will listen to your goals and objectives and develop a plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you, either as a small business owner or individual, with all services from accounting to investment planning. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata & Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata & Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information.
Welcome back into the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy first intermission show. We're joined by one of my favorites, Mudbugs forward Logan Gotinsky, a.k.a. Goat Boy, Goaty, Goat Skis, whatever you want to call him. But Goat Man, hey, first of all, thanks for the time. Appreciate you joining us.
Thank you, Chet.
Talk about what this season has gone for you so far. I mean, you guys had a normal training camp, unlike last season, which was really long, and kind of maybe passed and turned this corner from COVID. How has this training camp and the start of this season been for you?
Yeah, Definitely. I think it's definitely a little bit different from the last season with all the COVID going on, and I think all the boys are definitely thankful that we haven't had to deal with as much of the stuff that we did last year for the training camp and getting into the swing of things. But yeah, having the normal training camp where it wasn't extended as much was awesome, and the boys have been working hard ever since we got down here, and we're really looking forward to the season opener this weekend at home.
What did you guys do? What did you do in the summertime? You know, coming off the Robertson Cup Championship, you had about maybe 5 weeks or so. What did you do?
Yeah, I got home. I was home for a few days and was able to go on vacation. So I was gone for a week there. But
Where'd you go?
West Virginia.
Okay, why that?
My dad's side of the family's from there.
Okay.
Yeah, but after that, I was just at home. I was just hanging out, really. I'd skate and work out a little bit with some of my buddies, but I just wanted to kind of have a little bit more chill of a summer just because of how long last season was, and I knew it was going to be a short turnaround into another long season for this one.
It's always fun seeing your folks, and we were able to see Mr. Gotinsky in Minnesota, and we're always very impressed on how ripped this guy is, and we're kind of even more shocked that you're not the buffest guy. And you know, how much does he work with you or give you tips? Because the guy is absolutely jacked.
Yeah, definitely. He gives it, I would say every day he gives it to me. I've been, as of recent though, I've been working with Amy on a workout plan, and I've really been starting to kind of nail down on the supplements just because I know that he always tells me like this was the point in his life where he started doing all that, and that's where he said he put on a lot of his size and muscle about the same age I was. So that's why I'm trying to follow suit with that, because I wouldn't mind being that big.
You know, one thing about you is you're always smiles, you're always laid back, but one thing you seemed genuinely ticked off about was your haircut in the summer. And did the hairstylist get a little too happy with the clippers? You told me, I can't remember the story you told me, but was it you were distracted or you fell asleep while you're getting a haircut? I don't even know how that's possible. What exactly happened at the hairstylist and you didn't want it this short?
Yeah, I mean, it was 110% on me, not the hairstylist, because I showed him a picture from the time he did it before, and it was like perfect. I loved it, and I loved having longer hair because I've had short hair my whole life. But this was like the one time I wanted to get a haircut before I came in. I showed him the picture, and I just assumed that he like was like, oh yeah, but like I had my hair slicked back in it, so I like kind of like went and was staring into space for a few minutes, and next thing I know, lost about 6 inches of hair everywhere, and I was like, okay, well, I guess it's too late to say something now, so we're just going to have to go with it.
That is very interesting. We're talking to Mudbugs forward Logan Gotinsky here in the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. I wanted to ask you about your girlfriend, and the only reason I do is that you've been with her quite a long time. Is she a fan of hockey, and how has she kind of grown accustomed to you guys being apart for so long?
Yeah, she's a huge fan of hockey, and I know she loves coming to the games and coming and watching. And I mean, it's awesome having her as close as she is, because that gives me or her the freedom whenever we have time to go and see each other, unlike last year when she was back home in Michigan, because that was a little bit harder. But I mean, we've been just slammed recently with stuff, both of us, so it's been a little bit harder. But I know definitely once we get the time, we'd like to either one of us go see each other.
I wanted to ask you about Coach Soupy, the head coach who has not been with the team for now an extended period amount of time. How much are you and the team thinking about him? Do you guys talk to him? A lot of fans have asked me, how much of that do you guys use as a motivational factor?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not the same without Soup around the rink. Like, we all miss him a ton, and I know it's a tough situation that he's going through, but all the boys were constantly praying for him, wishing him the best. Like, we go out here, we play these games for him, like, because I know he wishes that he could be here more than anything, but some things he has to take care of and are more important right now. But I know all the boys are kind of gathered around him and are in full support and are wishing him, his family, and definitely his wife well, and we're excited to see him back at the rink when he's able to get back.
When I always talk to you, you kind of remind me of Billy Fetchko, and it's actually a little bit scary that I would make comparisons to Fetchko because he's an absolute adrenaline junkie, but you do have that kind of adrenaline junkie stage to you too as well. Playing in the showcase, was that your first time at the Minnesota Showcase?
That was my first time with a North American Hockey League team, yeah. Other than that, it was with high school teams.
How was that experience to have that week where literally as a team all we were doing is eat, sleep, hockey pretty much?
Yeah, it's definitely mentally and physically draining, but it's a huge weekend as a hockey player just because there's so many eyes on you from so many different leagues, schools, teams. So I know everyone is really dialed in while we're there, and we all have the common goal to just play our best together because that's what's going to get us noticed.
What I guess you can say surprisingly, on a good note, shocks me about you is last year you kind of hit that, I guess you could say, a moment of crossroads on what your role was going to be with the team.
Yeah.
You weren't getting the playing time that you wanted. You chose to be an AP player. Other players would fly the coop. I mean, we have seen other players in this organization leave the team, go somewhere else. Was that ever a possibility last season? Is that something that you thought about? And how tough was that decision? Because I know you wanted to play just as much as everyone else did.
No, I don't really think it was there was no thought of me ever leaving. Like I knew this is where I wanted to be, and I feel like this is where I'm going to benefit most out of my junior career, and especially moving forward because of the development and everything that we have around us. But I mean, yet last season it was just a numbers thing, and like even prior to the AP situation, like I wasn't playing enough, but I knew like staying here, I could come to the rink, I could work hard every day. And I had Gio, who I was living with at the time. He was a huge help to me too, and he was constantly pushing me to be my best, just so when things come around and roll around for this season, that I would be in my best to be a lot bigger role for the team this season.
You talk about bigger role. Last year you were with Gio, who obviously was a leader. This year now you're rooming with the captain, Garrett Steele. You do have another year left. Is a leadership role something that you've even thought about or aspire to achieve?
I mean, yeah, I think it would definitely be a huge thing if I were able to achieve that, but it's not something I'm going to really hold against myself if I don't get, just because I know that there might be other guys that other players or the staff sees more fit as a leader, and I don't really hold it against anybody if I weren't to get it. But if I was able to get it, I think that'd be awesome, and I would definitely do all I could do to be the best leader possible.
You talk about this year's group. Before I let you go, we saw how tight-knit last year's group was. Do you see the similarities?
Oh yeah, definitely. We still have a good core group of guys returning, and I know it's still it's early in the season, and we got a lot of new guys, but we're definitely starting to crack them out of their shell a little bit, and we're starting to really get the full effect of them, and I think that's really what's making us closer, and especially going through the daily grind that we go through with each other. Like, it's hard for us not to be as close as we have been. So
talk about grind. The most important question I had for you are, have the bus tags taken a step up? Like, has it turned up a notch from last season's intensity?
Definitely. I think all the boys are going a lot harder now, just because there's a lot on the line. So I think the new guys were a little confused at first about why it was so intense and why all the returners were freaking out about it. But I think now they understand, and I think it's now just a culture thing with the team that bus tag is very serious.
That's Logan Gotinsky of the Shreveport Mudbugs. Thanks for the time as always, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, Chet. Thank you, guys.
We'll have more after these messages here on the Brookshires Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey. Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. I had the whole band of Mudbugs coming up to the booth to say hi to me, and boy, we reminisced for quite a while. And it was quite delightful, I might add. Connor Witherspoon, Dawson Sherino, Gio Procopio, Logan Gotinsky, Matt Weber, all coming up. Always great to see them. And we were just reminiscing about the championship game. What a feat that was for the Bucks. And a 4-2 win over Aberdeen. But business as usual in tonight's contest. Austin Brimmer with the only goal so far at 9:59. It was assisted by Connor Gadel. Mudbugs will travel from right to left now. This second period brought to you by DeFata and Associates, LLC, Investigative and Risk Analysis Services. Personal matters, child custody cases, internal theft problems within your business. Just call our main man, Jerry DeFata, at 318-635-9944 or log on to DeFataPI.com. Here comes Odessa now, right off the, a quick shot centering feed off the stick of O'Hare. And it caroms wide. Now from the high slot, it's Hoyard. And intercepted there by Koklachev. And the Mudbugs have it now, a little scattered, but they'll settle things down here in the early stages of the second. Up ahead there to Koklachev. He'll just nip it into the near corner. Along to the right of Proctor. Played back up top, and Hallard can't corral the bouncing biscuit. Here comes Kelly. Oh, good poke check there by Hallard. He saved the day. Opening minute of the second, 1-0 lead for the Bugs. Puck now just lodged back in there by Gato. Along to the near corner. Kelly up across now off the far side boards, taken there by Tallene. Back out to center now along the right side. Here comes Kelly. Quick snapper and in a routine glove stop made there by Boback. And he will cover it up. Great to reunite with all the Mudbugs and reminisce on everything that went well for Bugs hockey. Congratulations to Amber Doherty and Dustin Bergeron are your LED for Life winners for guessing the right goal scorer, who was Austin Brimmer, who lit the lamp first. LED for Life, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs hockey. Now played back out to center, taken there. Now the puck kicked back in to the Mudbug zone. Played back to the point. Kuet try to get it through the slot. Puck now thrown toward the net. It goes wide off the rebound, covered up there by Boback. Face off to the left of Boback. Face off one there by the Bugs. Now off the near side boards. First now tries to corral it down. Back out to center. Puck now played toward the net. Boback will just shove it aside behind the cage. Taken there by Gockler. Now up along the near half wall. Mudbugs battling for it. Worked off the walls there. Quick shot by Good goes wide. Along to the far corner. Played back up top. Wines fires it. That was Tallene. He went wide with it, though. Played to the left point. Held in there by Duclair. Or check that. That was Bajer. Played back out to center. Here's a chance. Sedlacek does a little dance move. Fires it toward the net. He shot it wide. Boy, he tried to go far side. Now he's getting roughed up along the back. Boy, he is tied up with his man. Him and Hughes are tied up like a couple of love kittens. They were tangled up like a nasty game of Twister. And it looked like both guys were blaming each other. Now near circle, quick shot. Oh, it came on net. Left pad stop made there by Boback. Now along the end boards. Along to the far corner. Quick wrister. Blockered away there by Boback. Into the near corner now, taken there by Heidi. Now puck lofted back out to center. Now banked back into the Odessa zone there by Simpson. But now the Jacks flip it out of play, and we get a break in the action. 3:14 gone by here in the second period. Brought to you by DeFada and Associates. It is a 1-0 Mudbugs lead. Face-off battle at, and won there by Odessa. Along to the far corner now. Weeded around. Back out to center. Here's a chance for Hoyard. Far circle. Quick slapper goes wide. And another shot gets the side of the net. Now into the near corner. Back to Hoyard. Intercepted there by Simpson. Simpson has it. He'll skate up back out to center. Taken there by Couette. He'll just loft it up ahead there to O'Hare. And O'Hare will ladle that biscuit back in to the Mudbug zone. 1-0 lead for the Bugs on goal from Austin Brimmer, his first of the season. Now along the end boards. Along to the far corner. Now thrown up ahead there to Simpson. Up across the middle of the ice. He will cue ball that baby into the Odessa zone, rather. And Odessa will slow it down. That's Connor Couette. Stretch pass broken up there by Copri. Now taken around the far side, and it is whacked back into the Mudbug zone along the far side there by Good. Now along to the near corner. Thrown toward the side of the net. Copri has it. Now kind of chiseled off the far side glass. Blocked. Now taken there by Kusler. And he'll just silk that baby into the near corner. And now slid back up top. Kusler a shot. Blockered away there by Bobak. And now the puck around it in the near corner. It's a long shift for the Bugs. Oh, my goodness. Someone tried to take out Doherty. He took himself out in the process. That was Duclair. Doherty just a specimen. Oh, someone got hit hard into the Mudbugs bench. That was a Mudbug. My goodness. He is shooken up. That looked like it was the captain, Garrett Steele. And now he's lying on the floor. He might have to get some medical attention from the athletic trainer, Amy Baker. Took an awkward hit along the boards. I believe that was the captain. Off the far side boards, in deep now to the Mudbug zone. We'll keep an eye out on him. Fetchko can't flip it out. Marshall will squeeze it in, but it's taken away there by Gockler along the right side. Now played back out to center there by Brimmer. Fetchko now in on the forecheck. Played around to the near side. Now along to the right side. Puck now just shaken back in there by Finn. Finn looked like he was knocked down there by Sotak. Quick near circle. Blockered away there by Proctor. And I think they were trying to avoid a collision. That's why it looked odd. Back out to center. Bankier will just slide it back into the Mudbug zone. Now up ahead there to Brimmer. He'll gain the blue line from the middle of the ice. High slide, quick wrister, he got the glass as he was looking for his second of the night. Puck floated back into the Mudbug zone. Hallard will go off the far end boards over to Mitchell along to the far side. Back out to center. Hard hit, Tallene runs into Williams. And now on transition, getting around the stick of Sedlacek along the right side. That was good. He gets spun back down now. Along to the near side, twisted up pretty good, played back to Couette. Couette now to the far side, it goes on over to Tallene. Muscled back into the Mudbug zone off the stick of Good. Into the near corner. Mudbugs spending a lot of time in their own zone in this period. Played back out to center, Couette has it. He will gun it back into the Shreveport zone. 7 minutes gone by here in the second. It's a 1-0 Mudbugs lead. The only goal at 9:59 of the first. Quick shot, right pad stop, rebound chance. What a right pad stop made there by Bobek. Right in front. The initial shot there by Tallene, and a sterling stop to Rob O'Hare right in front. Devin Bobek continues to flabber by Gasp with a couple of brilliant stops in this game to preserve a 1-0 lead for Bugs hockey. Face-off won there by Shreveport along to the far corner. Now taken back out to center. Falling down on his own there was Morse. Now back into the Odessa zone along to the right side. Puck now just kind of wheeled back in there by Boak. Along the inboards there by Copri along to the far side. Morse now able just to kind of rip it back into the Odessa zone. Along to the far corner now. The Jacks jolted back out to center, and oh, what a jolting hit. Morse laid across the back of Bankier. Now in deep into the Mudbug zone. Doherty to the near side there to Copri. And Copri just able to brush that baby back into the Odessa zone along the far side. Kelly back out to center. Good to see Steele back onto the ice. Along to the far corner. Now behind the cage of Boback. We're trying to work it across. Was Gockler, kind of ran into Heidi. A little too many cooks in the kitchen behind Boback's cage, but they were trying to work it off the walls. Now along the near side, that's Kusler, and Kusler will just flip it back into the Mudbug zone. Onstad takes a hard hit along the near side. Heidi up ahead there to Onstad. He gains the blue line, left side. Onstad now takes a pivot back. Cross ice, far circle, throw it toward the net. They score! I believe it's Koklachev. He threw the puck, looking for a tip in front, and I believe it bounced off a couple of skates and into the back of the net. They had Onstad for a tap in along the short side. I believe Koklachev's going to get credit for the goal. It's his first of the season. Mudbugs 2, Jackalopes nothing. The Russian Bear strikes here in the second. Boy, that is a big goal because Odessa looked like they were building some momentum here in the early stages of the second. And then Koklachev able to get around, create some space. And when you throw pucks toward the net, good things will happen. The Mudbugs, who might have not got those bounces last night, get a favorable one tonight. And they now are on top by a couple. Time of the goal, 8:47 of the second. Boy, Koklachev, who's just been starving for goals, had one in the preseason, had one against the USA Hockey season, or exhibition series rather, is able to net his first of this season, and it has been a long and winding road for Timofey Koklachev to get back to Shreveport after he could not play last season. Face-off won there by Shreveport. Back out to center now. The puck just caromed back into the Mudbug zone. So Timofey Koklachev gets the goal. Onstad will get the primary assist. And Johnny Hallard will get the secondary helper. 10:48 and counting here in the second. 2-0 lead for Bugs hockey. Now along to the far corner. Played back to the right point. Tallene throws it toward the net. Oh, it takes a weird bounce. Boback able to keep it out. Now a turnaround centering feed. Goes right through the goal mouth. Tied up stick. Brimmer went down. He's looking for a call. He's not going to get one. Brimmer's barking for a call. Played back to the Mudbug zone. Back out to center. Played up ahead. Here's a break. Sedlacek. Quick wrister. Runner right. Pad stop made. There by Proctor. He robbed Sedlacek on the forehand attempt as Sedlacek came all alone. 10-10 remaining in the second. It's the Bugs 2, the Jacks nothing. This is Shreveport nothing. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter like a child custody case or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case or visit them online at defadapi.com.
Welcome back in to George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. It is a 2-0 Mudbugs lead, and we got an interesting fan here. We got a lot of crazy fans here at George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. All right. Well, have yourself a blast here at George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. As we honored a fan who had a very, I'd have to say, entertaining shirt is the best way I could put it. I can't relay what it said on the shirt unless you saw it. The guy looked like he had about 25 Starbucks coffees and about 25 monsters in him. Along to the near corner. Mudbugs battle for it. Penalty coming up now to Odessa. Jake Max going in the box. It's going to be I believe, a checking from behind call, and the first choice personnel penalty kill will get to work. .9:29 remaining here in the second. Face-off, battle at one there by Shreveport, thrown toward the net, taken there by Nickel, and Nickel will be able to nail it all the way down. Cross-checking the call on Mack. Big hello to the Mack family. Tuned in tonight from New Hudson, Michigan. Glad to have Miss Jennifer, Mr. Michael, Gina, Juliet, and Emily. And I'm sure they're not enjoying Jake Mack spending a little bit of too much time in that penalty box. Guess he's got to make up for the time that Grandpa Joe used to spend in there. Joe Mack didn't spend that much time. It was a little joke. Coming around the far side. Quick shot there by Onstadt. Save made there by Proctor, and a whistle is blown. Penalty coming up. I digress a bit. Let's just say we miss Joe Mack. We reminisced about him when I was reuniting with some of the former Mudbugs. It was Gio and I were just talking about how big Joe Mack was, of course, with that big game-tying goal in Game 2 that I think flipped the whole postseason around for the Bugs. Mudbugs were 33 seconds away from being down 0-2 in that series, having to go to Amarillo. And Lord knows that would have been a tall task. Quick shot there by Brimmer. Gets blocked in front. 4-on-4 hockey now for a minute. Coming around the right side. Looks like the Jacks come in offsides. Pushing and shoving. Brimmer's locked up with his man. Four-on-4 hockey. This faceoff will stay deep in the Mudbugs. No, actually come out of the Mudbug zone. Lost my train of thought when I saw that scuffle. Well, I don't know what kind of piece of advice I can give you if you get locked up with Brimmer. You're going to need some You're going to need help. That's what you're going to need. You're going to need some more manpower because there's not enough man to take down a guy like Austin Bremer. Thrown through the slot, taken away there by Koklachev. Still 4-on-4 hockey. Koklachev works his way through, stick handles his way from the right side. Drop back pass to Gockler. Now high slot. Koklachev rips one wide. Oh, boy, he had Proctor down and out. Koklachev has it now. He works it back to the point. He'll cycle it in there for Gockler. Taken away. It's a good steal there by Manzo. Now to Kuet. Kuet couldn't handle it. Now around to the far side. Manzo's got it. Along to the far side. Now bounced off the near side boards. Manzo will lead it up ahead there for Kuet. Kuet now will lay it out in front. Quick wrister. Pad stop made on a shot there by Kelly from the far circle. Now the Mudbugs have an abbreviated power play. Now 35 seconds left of extra attacker time. Or rather, man advantage time. Now along to the left side. Firstenau on over to Bremer. Firstenau gets hit hard there by Kusler, and Firstenau was pleading. That was a headshot. You saw him pointing at his head. Now along the far side. Taken away there by Gato. Comes around the right side. Throws it toward the net. He gets hauled down into the near corner. Bremer now will work it back up top. 5 seconds. Bremer now. Top of the near circle. Back to Gato. Gato now. Far circle. He skates in. Quick wrister. He shot it. Oh, save made there by Proctor. Boy, that was a missile from Steele. Now back to 5-on-5 hockey. Copri. Quick shot. Gets knocked down. Covered up there by Proctor. And we got a break in the action. 6:23 remaining in the second. It is a 2-0 Mudbugs lead. Mudbugs outshot Odessa 13-7 after one. It is 5-4 in this period in shots. Now a shot toward the net from the point by Hallard is gloved down there by Proctor. Face-off one there by Shreveport to the far corner. Nickel has it. Now behind the cage. Falling down there with Simpson. Now behind the cage. Moore's turnaround shot. Handcuffed Proctor. It might have been blocked on its way through there by Boak. Quick shot through traffic. Oh, what a left pad stop made there by Proctor, and he's able to navigate that biscuit through traffic. Boy, Morris fired it, then charged toward the net looking for a rebound. 5:52 now remaining. Here in the second. Shreveport on top, 2-0. Face off in the right wing circle. Face off battle at. One there, thrown toward the net there by Gato. What an effort as he fell down and just kind of lunged at it to throw it toward the net. Now far corner. Gato comes across through the slot, intercepted. Now on the right side. That's going to be Finn. Finn will just yank it in. Into the near corner now to the left of Bobak. Played back to the right point. Kuet toward the net. Paddle away there by Bobak. A 2-0 lead, very dangerous in hockey, a 2-goal lead, and still plenty of time in this game. Back out to center, dropped off to Gato. Gato comes around the right side. He'll do a pirouette back. Now he'll skate across, toss on over. Quick wrister there by Doherty, and a save made there by Proctor. And now pushing and shoving. yet again. Koklachev got tied up with what looks like it was William Marshall. Koklachev, who spent a lot of time working out last season, did not play any hockey games whatsoever. It has been a very awkward year last year. Of course, COVID was a direct result of why Koklachev could not come here. Heidi a shot, and it is turned aside there by Proctor from the point. Now along to the near half wall. Mudbugs battling for it. Played back to Heidi. Heidi rips one toward the net, right into the breadbasket of Proctor, with 4:51 now remaining here in the second. Mudbugs 2, Jacks nothing. Big hello to the Copri family, Jonah Copri's family from Elgin, Illinois. Glad to have them with us. Copri, of course, committed to Quinnipiac. Last Quinnipiac commit was C.J. McGee. Scored a big goal in last year's NCAA playoffs. We missed that guy. Great mudbug. Probably even better person. Yeah, I would say he is an even better person. Now stolen away, trying to hold the zone there was Williams. Along to the near corner. Now taken back out there by Tallarico. Tallarico had a goal last night. Along the left side, off the stick of Perdian, in deep now into the Mudbug zone. Now along the left side, first to now. We'll just softly love tap it back out to center and just kind of twist it in. He's got help there with Williams. Quick wrister. And it gets the protective netting off the stick of Boak into the protective netting. 3:58 remaining here in the second period, brought to you by DeFata and Associates. Mudbugs on top, 2-0. Face-off won there by Shreveport, rather. Haller's got it. Near circle shot there by Mack. And it goes wide. Now to the far half wall. Mitchell kicked around there by Mack. Mack got tossed down like a rag doll as the puck deflects on its way through. And Proctor makes the save. I feel like Mack's being targeted right now by Odessa. We'll have to keep an eye out on that game. He was getting tied up there with Evan Orr and Dane Hoyer early in this game. They had quite the tussle. Let's see if anything develops later on in this game. Quick shot there from the right wing by Mitchell, goes wide. Now to the left point. Haller toward the net. Blocked. Whoa, way out of his cage was Proctor. That was dangerous. Mudbugs hold the zone. They'll just kind of loft it into the near corner. Here's Morris driving the net. Quick shot there by Simpson, gets blocked. And the puck is now just worked back out to center there by Odessa. Pushed up ahead there to Simpson along the right side. Simpson now along to the right point. He'll twist it in there for Nickel. Nickel has it along the far boards. And he'll just knock it in behind the cage, looking for Simpson to help out. Along to the far corner. Good steal there by Nickel. Back to the right point. Quick shot there by Copri. Glove save made there by Proctor. Routine stop made there by Proctor. With 2:56 now remaining here in the second. Face off now in the right wing circle. I'm Chet Yoder coming to you live from George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. Goals by Austin Brimmer and Timofey Koklachev have rounded out the scoring from both teams. Mudbugs hockey tonight brought to you by Coors Light, the official beer of Chill on the Claws Up. Your refreshing beverage of Mudbugs hockey. Now in deep behind the cage. Copri Played back up top. Doherty will relay it on over to the right point. Quick shot blocked in front on a shot there by Brimmer from the right point. Now play to the right side. Here's Bajer for the Jacks. Drop back on over to Couette. Thrown toward the net. It was knocked out of the lane there by Doherty. Now Doherty's going to grab the loose change into the near corner. And he'll yank it, but he can't get it out as Good stops it with a high stick, and we will get a whistle for that infraction. .222 remaining here in the second period. Face-off now will come to the right of Proctor, who's made some big saves to keep Odessa in this game. Face-off, quick shot. Might have hit the post as Fetchko gets it off the initial face-off win. All the way back into the Mudbug zone. Fetchko now will wheel it around, held in there by Bankier. Now behind the cage of Bobak. He'll let it go to the near corner. Gockler has it. He'll spin it back around behind the cage there for Heidi. Around the far half wall. Twisted up around now. Gato back out to center. Led up across there to Brimmer. Touched up ahead. Way out of its cage. There is Proctor to knock it out of the stick of Gato charging the net. Now Heidi has it. Fires it toward the net. It was looking for a tip. It went wide. Now along to the far corner. Good check there by Koklachev, trying to hold that baby in. 1:30 remaining in the second. Mudbugs trying to close out the period strong. Played back to the right point. Shot gets blocked. Onstadt able to hold the zone. Boy, not much going on. Trying to work it off the walls. This is grinding work by Fetchko now. Far circle worked out free there by Marshall. Now along the right side. Over to Manzo. He'll work it in. Manzo now. Back to the far circle. Coming in. Quick shot. Score. What a shot there by, I believe that was Duclair. Oh, he fired it from the far post, and somehow it snuck its way past Bobak, blocker side, and Odessa is on the board. Shreveport 2, the Jacks 1. I believe it was Duclair who got the goal. Boy, what a tricky shot from the far circle. It came right off the bench. And he's able to slip one past Bobak to spoil the shutout bid and cut the deficit in half. Well, I think Bobak's quite upset at himself on how that one got through. Nonetheless, though, here come the Jacks. That's a late period goal. Those are tough to swallow. Uh-oh. Manzo gets the only assist on Duclair's tally. Tallene now will brush it in. It bounces toward the net, smothered up there by Bobak. And for Duclair, it is his fifth goal of this season, his 9th point. And that leads the team in points. Boy, he's having a good year. Good start to this season. .42 seconds remain here in the second. Face-off battle to the near corner. Now spun back around. Williams trying to work it off the walls. Now hard hitting going on as Doherty tries to block his man. You know what Odessa's thinking about. They got the puck now along the near half wall. Now played back to the point. Hoyer with a little space thrown toward the net. Blocked. Rebound chance. Oh, that might have been bodied away there by Bobak. Hard hit now along to the near corner. And worked out free there by Firstenau. Now, and Couette can't hold on to it. Back out to center. Good bouncing biscuit there. And Odessa content back in their own zone to take it into the locker room. And that'll do it for the second period. After 2 here in Shreveport. Mudbugs 2, Jackalopes 1. Stick around for the Sonic Drive-In second intermission show. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Planning for life and its unexpected events are more important now than ever. Generational Financial Advisors provides accounting, tax services, and financial advice for every stage in life. Janice Watt wants to connect with you to build a relationship and earn your trust. GFA will listen to your goals and objectives and develop a plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you, either as a small business owner or individual, with all services from accounting to investment planning. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter like a child custody case, or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case, or visit them online at defadapi.com.
Welcome back into the Bayou Blasters' second intermission show. We're joined by one of my good friends and one of our most dearest corporate partners of the Shreveport Mudbugs hockey squad. We can't do it without him. Dr. Emil Janu from Sterling Dental Center. Doctor, thanks for the time. We do appreciate you coming on.
Well, thanks, Chet. I appreciate it. I'm always glad to be a part of anything that's involved with Shreveport and especially athletics, and I'm glad to be able to do it.
Just talk about how things are going at Sterling Dental Center.
Well, Sterling is growing as you would like to. We are now open on Fridays, and that's going to be an ongoing process. We're kind of in that experimental phase right now, where we're just open in the mornings right now from 9 to 1, but we're hoping to get it to 8 to 5 and treat it as a normal day. We are always working on our techniques and any new science that's out there in technology. We're always trying to improve ourselves and stay current with the current technology.
I guess every dentist is different. Can you talk about some of the services that you provide patients at Sterling Dental Center?
Well, we're going to cover every basic procedure that any general dentist can do, from a cleaning to a full exam, that's accompanied with your cleaning. X-rays, we're going to be able to read, X-rays, find any cavities on X-rays, that type of stuff. But we also do, we are offering right now Invisalign at our office, as well as implant placement too. So it's kind of a one-stop shop. Now, of course, not every case is going to be able to be treated that way. You got to have, you got to meet these specific requirements, because sometimes that's what specialists, are for, as more complicated things. But, look, we do fillings, root canals, extractions, crowns, bridges, partials, dentures, basically your normal services. But we are doing Invisalign cases and implant placement and restoration.
You've been doing this for quite a while. You seem to enjoy it a lot. Every time I come here, it's a great atmosphere, especially with the girls. What's the best part of the job?
Best part of the job is when you actually change somebody's outlook on life.
So that can happen?
Yeah, I mean, you have somebody who comes in and say, I don't smile in pictures. I hide in the back in pictures. I don't talk with my mouth open. I kind of, and they come in and you come up with a treatment plan, and it might take a couple years to get everything done, but when it's finally done and you have a start picture and an end picture, and they start crying in your chair because their outlook on life is different now. All they want to do is go smile and laugh and be in pictures, as compared to 3 years prior, and they wanted nothing to do with it. I think it's transformational. It really is, and that's one thing that you could have the worst day, and then you get that one person, and you're like, okay, this is why I do my job.
We're talking to Dr. Emil Janeau from Sterling Dental Center, one of our corporate partners of Mudbugs Hockey. I'm one of those kind of OCD guys. I'm a broadcaster. I'm around a lot of people. I shake hands, kiss babies. I try to brush my teeth as often as possible, floss as often as possible, use mouthwash as often as possible. But your theory is you don't have to get too crazy, as maybe some would advise. You just have to be smart about it and do it, a certain amount of times a day.
Right. Ultimately, your goal is to brush twice a day, floss once a day. I am not opposed to more.
Which I do.
Right. There's nothing, unless you're being super aggressive with it where you're actually causing damage to your teeth, which can happen. But as long as you're doing twice a day and flossing once a day, studies prove that you're going to be in a good realm. Now, there's caveats to that too, because some people come in and they say, I brush every day or twice a day. What is going on? Well, you're not brushing right.
Okay.
So that's why it's always wise to get with your hygienist. If you're having any questions, and be like, show me how to brush right. Show me how to floss right, because there are ways to brush and floss right. And if you are not doing it correctly, you're not doing any good.
Right. Now, you have 4 girls at home. Is this something you go through with them? They must be masters of their craft by now.
So believe it or not, I still check each one of their. Yeah, that's me. I'm going to do that
as a dad, not only as a doctor.
Right, but and the thing is that teeth are my thing. So I'm like I'm gonna stay on top of it, but. My 5-year-old can brush by herself. My 4-year-old can too. She chooses not to because she's the baby and everybody does it for her. But the twins, they're great. They all know what they're doing and know what they're looking for. And that's a key thing. I mean, it's like where to brush, how to brush.
Now, one thing that I picked up from one of your assistants was that I was brushing too hard, and maybe everything else looked good, but my gums might have been a little bit more weaker. So I went ahead and changed from not a manual toothbrush to an electric toothbrush. Is there a preference that one better than the other? I know you have an electric toothbrush as well. Is that something that maybe you recommend for people in general, or do you think it's case by case?
I think it's case by case, because I have both. I have a manual and an automatic toothbrush. I have I have like I have a Sonicare, and then I also just have a normal, regular, run-of-the-mill toothbrush. But I also know that I'm not going to apply too much pressure and get some recession or get some of those sensitive areas along your gum lines, because studies show that in the first 30 seconds of brushing is when you exert the most amount of force. A lot of people just stick the toothbrush in the mouth, put it on the side of their teeth, and go. And as a result, you get recession, and basically you're brushing away part of your tooth. So that's where the sensitivity comes from. So I think it's a product of your own environment, how you're doing at home, how you're brushing. A lot of people are super aggressive brushers, and all they want is a hard toothbrush, when those should never ever be made. I mean, ultimately, all you want is a soft, bristled toothbrush. But Sonicares are great. Oral-B's are great. It's all, as I said, it's all dependent upon what works for you? How do you do with this? And are you an aggressive brusher? Ask your hygienist. They'll be able to tell you. Ask your dentist. He will be able to tell you. Come see me. I'll be able to tell you. It's one of those things. It's you'll see certain markers, and you're like, hey, you probably need to switch to a mechanical toothbrush. Why? Because you're being too aggressive, and the mechanical toothbrush takes that out of your hands, and it just does it for you. So, needless to say, it's a situational type of thing.
Before I let you go, I mean, a big thing for a lot of people is people don't always have dental insurance. That's a big thing. It's a problem because I think people are maybe scared to go to the dentist, thinking it's going to cost a fortune just for an exam, X-rays, and all that. But you have a way of helping those people get treated.
Right. Well, besides the ability we do accept care credit, which it's kind of like a credit card for insurance, and we do accept that. We also offer an in-house membership club where people can come in, and if they don't have insurance, they can join our membership club. And there's certain perks. There's 2 free cleanings a year, and then there's also 20% off your treatment and stuff like that. But it's at a monthly cost. But it's our membership club, and it's got some really good perks to it.
Has that grown since you started that?
Exponentially. It's amazing how many people don't have insurance, and
it's unbelievable.
Yeah, and they come in and they're like, look, I don't have insurance. What can you do for me? And you're like, okay.
You never want to turn anybody away.
Right. And the biggest thing is, look, you take care of the worst stuff first. And as you progress, and if you haven't been in a while, it's not a big deal anymore. Look, we're going to take care of the worst stuff first. And as you come in, each visit gets easier and easier and easier. And then by the time your treatment's completed, then you're just on recall. It's just every 6 months, boom, boom, boom. And okay, so you come in, you get all your work done. In a year and a half, you get one small new cavity. That's not a big deal compared to when you came in, 2 years prior, you had to have 2 root canals. And so it's a process. But yeah, so worst stuff first is always your main priority. But being able to offer that in-house membership program is really, it's a nice thing to be able to offer to patients, just because it really is. It's a shame how many people don't have coverage, and look, there's not an easy way to say it. I mean, but it's with technology and products and everything. I mean, we've gotten expensive, and it's not for it. I mean, look, I'm providing the service, and I would be like, I couldn't do this without help.
Sure.
So I get it,
That's Dr. Emil Janou from Sterling Dental Center, proud corporate partner of Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey. You can give him a call if you want to make an appointment at 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com. If you give him a call, they got the most friendliest staff. The atmosphere is unbelievable. Every time I come here, it feels like I'm not fearing going to the dentist. I think people kind of feel that. But this is a fun-loving atmosphere. I mean, I think people should be a little more upbeat about going to the dentist, other than that stigma, right?
Oh yeah, that's. I mean, everybody comes in there like, I hate you, and I'm like, well, I like you too. But yeah, it's just not as scary as it used to be. Medicine is great. I mean, that's why we use it. There are so many procedures in terms of how to relieve anxiety. But it is, man. I mean, I have lots of people who come in who, our age, haven't been in 15 years. Yep. Because they went as a kid.
I was one of those people.
And you have that one experience, and then you are just, it's like, you're concreted in. You can't do it. But yeah, look, it's nothing that it used to be anymore. As I said, technology is amazing. Drugs are amazing, and that's what you learn how to do. As a result, you get a lot more positive experience and a lot more happier patients.
As Dr. Emil Janu, thank you for your corporate partnership with the Mudbugs. We couldn't do it without you, and thanks for the time. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Chet. I appreciate it, buddy.
We'll be back with more after these messages in the Bayou Blasters' second intermission show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey. Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. Mudbugs have another tight one against Odessa. It feels like it's been like that for the last 5+ years. The deciding goal so far is a Timofey Koklachev pinball special. It was his first of the season. It came at 8:47 of the second, and that goal stands as the difference in this game so far. Odessa ices, or rather Shreveport ices the puck. So the Mudbugs will have a face-off deep to my left. Face-off to the right of Boback. Face-off won there by Shreveport. They'll knock it off the far side boards. Now knocked out of trouble, taken there by Onstadt. Along to the far corner now, Koklachev intercepted. Perdian throws a bouncer toward the net. That was a right pad stop made there by Boback. That was a very alert stop off the stick now of Onstadt as the puck trickles back into the Odessa zone. Pass is past the outstretched stick of Kusler. And now 2-on-2. Shreveport comes into the zone, and it's slowed down there by Proctor, and he'll cover it up. Timofey Koklachev's goal is your State Farm drive of the game. For the best car insurance, give my main man Ben Tolis a call at 318-688-1522. Ben Tolis from State Farm, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs Hockey. 55 seconds gone by here in the second, or rather the third. Shreveport 2, Odessa 1. I'm having so much fun, I don't want it to end. That's why I thought it was the second. Mitchell has it into the near corner. Thrown toward the net, hits the side of the post. Rebound chance. Boy, Fetchko flipped one toward the net and was stopped there by Proctor. Into the right point now, Brimmer forwards it in off the stick now of Fetchko. Now wagon wheeled around the far side boards, right back out to center. Now along to the left side. Here comes Duclair, a ripper, and it goes wide of Boback. Now off to the far half wall, poked at there by Mitchell. Now chopped at right back out to center, and something appears to be wrong with Brimmer. Well, he looked like something he was favoring as he went to the Mudbugs bench, but he shook off Amy Baker. Never mind. Williams able to slide that baby back into the Odessa zone. Almost 2 minutes gone by. Mudbugs with a 1-goal lead as they are looking to even their record at 3-3 on the early season. Kicked around a bit and roughed up there was Mack. Now a 2-on-1. Williams, a shot save made. Rebound chance. Point blank save made there by Proctor on the rebound to Rob Williams. Boy, Williams can't believe it. Just tough puck luck there. Face off deep in the Odessa zone to the right of Proctor. Face off won there by Shreveport. Play to the left point. Doherty now will just whip it into the near corner. Taken there, Mack back to Copri. Shot goes wide. Now a wraparound chance in front. Proctor couldn't see it. Hammering away at it there was Williams. Proctor stops him. Mudbugs back at it next Friday. Join us. The Mudbugs open up a 2-game series against the El Paso Rhinos, one of the newest teams in the South Division. It'll be Geekend. You want to join us. Lots of colleges will be welcome. Great specials. Do not want to miss it. Give us a call at 318-636-7094 or log on to mudbugshockey.com and get your tickets now. Friday night, 7-11 puck drop. Right back out to center. Now played back to Copri. He'll glide back off the stick of Nickel. Now up the middle of the ice. Here's Morse. coming in now. Morse kind of works his way into the far corner to the right of Proctor. Now played to the left point. Doherty waits, and he couldn't rattle it in. It gets bounced right back out to center. Now Nichols spun around, played back there is Simpson. He'll just loft it on back over to Doherty. Copri back to Doherty, 2-1 lead, 3 minutes gone by here in the third for Bugs hockey. Duclair with a little space, near circle, fires it toward the net, and it went wide of Bolback, and boy, a couple of volleyball attempts there by Simpson just to knock it out of trouble. That was dangerous. Boy, that was Kusler who was trying to knock it out of midair. Right back out to center. Mudbugs, who got shut out last night 5-0, trying to just earn the split. And they are not used to losing at home. And then last night was the worst home loss in North American Hockey League history, in their North American Hockey League history. Odessa ices the puck. This faceoff will go deep into the Jack zone. Face-off, won there by Odessa. They'll rail it off the far side boards and all the way down into the Shreveport zone. From the right side, Gockler able to slice it back into the Jack zone. Now swirled back up top to the left point. Quick shot there by Heidi. He had Onstad in front to set up the screen. It went wide. Gockler now off the end boards. Along the end boards now. Oh, Odessa has it up the near side. Up ahead there to Finn. Back out to center. Now Onstad's just going to work it back out to his blue liners. Onstad off the stick of Koklachev. And it works his way out of play. Face off at center ice. Back into the Shreveport zone. Along to the near side, all the way down. Bankier to the near corner. Taken there by Kuet. Now played off the far side boards all the way down. Mudbugs bench up in arms. They were looking for an icing call. Gavin Morgan can't believe that was missed. I don't know where that was missed. Well, that Mudbugs bench stood up like a flock of pigeons when Brad Sotak waved off the icing. Right back out to center. Played up ahead, 2-on-1, a chance. Up ahead now, mishandled. It was past the outstretched stick, rather, of Good. Held in there by Good. And now taken away there by Fetchko. Comes around the far side, up across the center line. Doherty going to take it. I thought he was offsides, but boy, he stayed onside. Scott Dirk can't believe it. Along to the near corner, that was close. Along to the near corner, Copri has it. Now Sedlacek played back up top to the right point. Nickel to the left point. Doherty will just softly wrist it into the far corner. Mack's there. Mack gets roughed up along the back. Now he's tied up with his man. Mudbugs work it around the clock to the right point to the near half wall. Nickel will tap it in there to Mack, who gets mauled and taken down again. Along to the near corner. Puck now flected back up top over to Copri. Quick shot off the knee of Mack into the far half wall. Mack has been a target on the dartboard of Odessa right now. It feels like they're picking on him. Along the end boards now behind the cage of Boback. Thrown in front, taken there by Jake Mack along to the far side. On over to Nickel. Nickel will send it on over to Sedlacek, and Sedlacek will just drub it back into the Odessa zone. 13:20 remaining in the second. Hard hit. Morse rings the bell of Hoyard. That's a Sterling Dental Center big hit of the game. kissed off the near side window and all the way down into the Odessa zone. Morse into the far corner. He has it. He works it back up top to the left point, now to the right point. Gockler throws it toward the net, tipped on its way through. Off the stick of Simpson. Save made there by Proctor. Face off to the left of Proctor. One there by Odessa. Bankier whiffs on the clear-out attempt. Puck played back out to center. Now to the far side. Odessa has it. Bankier carefully works it around. Now chopped in there by Bremer. Now Bankier and Bremer tied up. Bankier's trying to get his stick off the hands of Bremer. That one could have been uglier than it was. Hard hit there as Bremer lines up Kusler. Oh, boy, Fetchko cannot corral the pass. He had some space around that right side as he was trying to enter the zone. Fetchko very frustrated with himself. Back into the Mudbug zone. Still time in this game. 8 minutes gone by. Mudbugs clinging to a 1-goal lead. They have the lead at 2-1. The difference, a goal from Timofey Koklachev. Along to the right side, Onstott skates his way in from the right side. Far circle, quick shot! Steals. Oh, he just missed it wide. Back out to center now. Puck now just knocked back in there by Hughes. Behind the cage of Bobak. Along to the near corner. Relayed back up top. Waiting for it, looking for a shot there was Wojnarowski. Played back out to center, poked around. Here comes Koklachev, way out of the cage. He hit the post. Oh boy, Koklachev. Oh, and now they score! Are they? There is no signal yet from the lead official. There was a penalty coming up to Odessa. And off the yawning net, the Mudbugs score the goal. But there was no signal on ice. It's Garrett Steele who's able to muscle that baby home. It's Steele's first of the season. And the Mudbugs lead 3-1. On one of the more flukier plays that just fell apart on both sides. And now a penalty, which I thought the Mudbugs scored on the extra attacker time. Unless there was another penalty after the goal. Boy, Proctor gambled as he went out of his cage to try to cut off the lane that Koklachev was going after to grab that puck. Got caught. Koklachev hit the post when he had just daylight and a yawning net in front of him. Tough angle, and he kind of got knocked down while he was shooting that puck. Tough play nonetheless. But now we're going to try to figure this all out. Yeah, I didn't think there was going to be any penalty because the Mudbugs scored on the extra attacker time. Oh, wow. No goal. I thought they were waving it off. There was no sign on the ice of them saying it was a goal. Okay, so now the Mudbugs are going to be on the power play. If it was touched by Odessa, that is the right call. I know the fans don't like it, but on an extra attacker time, the play was called dead because it was touched by Odessa. A packed house sharing their opinion of what they think of the officials. So the Mudbugs get a goal taken away from them. Now they got to figure out who the guilty party is for Odessa. Boy, there is a big delay in this game, and now Gavin Morgan is hot. In front of the bench, he has worked the officials right now. Gavin Morgan, as hot as I've ever seen him. And I'm not talking about the snappy suit he's got on right now. And what his argument was is when you committed the penalty, you have to have control of the puck for that play to be called dead. It can graze off someone's stick or graze off somebody's jersey. You have to have control of the puck when that whistle is blown. But I thought I saw the official blow it dead before that puck went in. Bajer's the guilty party. Mudbugs on the power play. Tripping is the call. Oh, the penalty's on Proctor. So he tripped Koklachev because he was down and out. So Bajer's going to serve Proctor's tripping infraction. Now along the right side. Gato works it in now along to the far corner. Brimmer back to the left point. Copery to the far half wall there to Brimmer. Brimmer has got it. He'll park it down low. Back to Brimmer. Brimmer now saddles it back up top to Copery. Back to Brimmer. Fires it toward the net. Save made. Batting it out of midair is first and out as he was trying to whack away at it for a rebound. And Proctor makes a big save with 10:37 to go in the third. Boy, this is turning out to be a nice, tight barn burner tonight. Mudbugs always seem to have trouble with Odessa. Face off to the right of Proctor, now behind the cage. Throw toward the mouth. Trying to find Steele. Now lofted back up top to the point. That puck's going to go all the way down. Gato couldn't tackle that out of midair. Gockler behind the cage of Boback. They're looking to get set up now as we're down to 40 seconds left on this power play. The Mudbugs have had a problematic power play unit really for the last 4 years. I mean, it hasn't been top five. It was second best in the league in their first year in the North American Hockey League. It hasn't been anywhere near that since. Even in the Robertson Cup Championship year, the first time around, they were middle of the pack. They're trying to improve on that this year. Gockler to Fetchko, back to his roommate Gockler, now to the near circle. Morse through the slot, tied up there with Sedlacek. Gockler, a ripper, and a stick save made there by Proctor. Penalty coming up to an end as the puck is popped back out to center. And now taken there by Gockler. Along to the right side. Oh, boy. Bajer tried to line up Koklachev, and he just spinned out of his way. Along to the near side, off the stick of Bajer, in deep into the Mudbug zone. Now along to the near corner. Taken there by Sedlacek. He couldn't slip it out. Marshall now to the near half wall. Boak played back to the right point. On over to Tallene. His ripper goes wide. 8:45 remaining in the third. Boy, someone getting wiped out along that near half wall. Gato and Sedlacek just picking on Marshall right now. Loose puck taken there by Mitchell. Mitchell now going to do a little two-step back behind his own cage. I don't know if they do two steps in Canada, but that was his version of it. Evan Mitchell does not look like the two-stepper type. Along to the far side, Gockler to the right side to Hallard. Hallard now gallops his way across, near circle, mishandled. Couldn't handle it cleanly. There was Koklachev. O'Hare might have poked it out of trouble. Now O'Hare has the loose biscuit, and they'll just weed whack this baby all the way down. In deep into the Shreveport zone. This game very much in the balance. Mudbugs have a 1-goal lead. Slim margin for error. Right wing circle, fire toward the net, they score. Odessa ties the game. And that is Dane Hoyard from the right wing circle, and we're all even, 2-2. And time of the goal comes at 12:17 of the third. Boy, Odessa continues to give the Mudbugs trouble.
Odessa goal scored at 12 minutes, 17 seconds of the third period. Number 19, Dane Hoyer. Assist number 15, Liam O'Hare.
O'Hare gets the only assist on Hoyard's goal. Now in deep behind the cage. We are all of a sudden tied up 2-2. Played to the left point. Now to the right point. Copri does a little spin move. Comes through the slot. Far circle. Oh, he tried the no-look pass to Morse. Quick shot. Goes wide. It gets the glass. And it was high. Now slinged at, but they can't get it out. Odessa trying to get it out. They do. Now Bankier will just gun it back in to the Shreveport zone. Now into the far corner. 6:55 remaining here in regulation. We are knotted up at 2. Simpson off the far side boards in deep into the Odessa zone. Kicked around there a bit by Good. And now that negated goal for the Bugs proves costly. Along to the far corner. Heidi up ahead. Fetchko now stolen away there by Good. And now Odessa can't come in cleanly. And a break in the action. 6:28 to go in the third period. It's the Mudbugs 2, the Jackalopes 2. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. We have Shake for Your Shake, and they're doing it in front of us. I never pick these sections. I like it. .6:28 remaining in the third. Odessa will not go away easily. Finn will slip it in to the Mudbug zone. Along to the near corner, up along to the near side there to Fetchko. Fetchko's got it. Carried back out to center up the middle there by Heidi. Along to the near side there to Brimmer. He'll thread it in to the near corner there for Fetchko. Thrown in front. Taken away there by Tallarico. Tallarico along the far side. Up ahead there to Finn. Intercepted. Mudbugs on their heels a little bit. Mitchell to the far side there to Heidi. Back to Mitchell. Mudbugs are going to look for a late game heroic goal. They're going to need one to win this contest. Up along the middle of the ice, Onstadt dropped to Koklachev, fired it toward the net. It got blocked there by Tallarico. Near circle, Koklachev fires it toward the net. Oh, tackled down there by Proctor and covered up. .5:33 now remains here in the third. Stick around for the Nikki's Mexican Restaurant postgame show. Don't drink the water. Try our margaritas today. Nikki's Mexican Restaurant, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs hockey. Face off to the left of Proctor. Face off one there by Odessa, and it is swatted all the way down the far side boards and all the way down. Into the near corner. Puck will be flagged down there by Hallard, the New Jersey native. Well, just softly pitchfork this baby in. Now along to the far corner. Trying to wedge it in was Steele. Now played around. Steele drop back. There about Williams. He lost his balance. Mudbugs hold the zone. That's Koklachev. He'll walk the line to the top of the far circle. That's Kopri. Mudbugs trying to get a change on the fly quickly. Along to the near corner. Koklachev fakes it. Goes to the near corner. Thrown through the goal mouth. Taken there by Mack. Mack's got it. Back up top. And now backing up is Doherty. That's a smart move. He couldn't pinch. Oh, no. A chance for O'Hare. A backhand shot. Save made there by Boback. Uh-oh. A chance. Quick shot goes wide of Boback. Along to the near corner. Quick shot blocked in front. Oh, centering. Oh, my goodness. That puck was rolling through the goal mouth, and Doherty able to smash it back out to center. Here's some space for Mack. Thrown through the slot, and Sedlacek couldn't grab it. Back up top to Gockler. Gockler's got it. Fires it toward the net. Looking for the tip was Williams, and it went wide. Great end-to-end action. Down to 4 minutes left in the third. Heidi now around the far side. Back into his own zone to Gockler. Stretch pass off the stick of Sedlacek. He's going to go in and forecheck. Hard check along the near corner. Sedlacek rings his man into the boards. Now along to the near corner. Backhand shot goes wide. That was Bajer. Now along to the far corner. Heidi trying to get it out. Getting help there by Nickel. Nickel trying to shake it off the boards. Up ahead there to Gockler. Gockler will scale it back out to center. Hard hit there, Morse on Tallene, and Odessa's offsides. 3:26 remaining here in regulation. Still knotted up at 2. Scores elsewhere in the South. Boy, Wichita Falls, who waxed Amarillo 6-1 last night, on top of Amarillo tonight 4-0. That is another surprising score, but Wichita playing very good hockey. A lot of returners in that squad. Now along to the near half wall. Mudbugs will see them in a couple of weeks, 3 weeks rather. Along to the near corner. Fetchko along to the far corner. Led back out to center. Taken there by Mitchell. He's going to carefully take it all the way back. Into the far corner now to Hallard. Oh, kicked around there by Gato. Now played up the middle of the ice to Mitchell. Mitchell now off the stick of Fetchko in deep into the Odessa zone. 2:45 remaining in the third. We are deadlocked at 2. Now played back into the Shreveport zone. Working his way all the way down is Kopri. He gave it away. Thrown in front. Backhand shot blocked. It's a great recovery there by Kopri to block the shot. And now kissed off the near side window back out to center. The puck now just thrown back into the Mudbug zone. But a break in the action as he is, that puck rather is caught by Boback for a break in the action. Huh. 2:21 remaining here in the third. Mudbugs 3, Mudbugs 2, Jacks 2 in the third. Face-off one there by Shreveport. Now around the far side boards. Koklachev will touch it up ahead there to the captain, Steele, and Steele just could not settle down that hot potato. It was kicking him around and tying him up a little bit. The Steels are in the house tonight. Good to see them. Off the near side stick of Sedlacek in deep. Now off the near side half wall. Tied up one there by Gockler. Thrown in front. Oh, that was Sedlacek looking to tip that baby home. Mudbugs trying to hold it in. I thought they did. It was close. Golick was right there. It was on that line. I think that was the right call, though. Boy, Amy Baker is getting a workout on that Mudbugs bench, trying to clean some guys up right now. She's got some cuts and bruises on that Mudbugs bench, and she is making them look pretty again. Now in deep into the Mudbug zone. Along to the near half wall. Max got it. Up across now to the left side. Handled there by Sedlicek. Thrown in. But Sedlicek comes in offsides. As we are down to 89 seconds remaining in regulation. If the score stays tied, we will head into a 3-on-3 overtime. Oh, whoa. A little bit of a scuffle. Thought was going to break out there. It didn't. Now to the point from Doherty, or rather Mitchell. His stick gets broken. Now behind the cage. Along to the near corner, thrown in front. And now played back out to center. Odessa. That's Duclair. He'll drill it back into the far corner. 50 seconds to go here in regulation. 2-2 game. Do the Mudbugs have one before the buzzer sounds, or do we have overtime? And Hallard's just going to wait and get things developing here as he's behind Bobak's cage. Along to the far side. That's Gato. He'll enter the zone from the left side. Backhand shot. Stick save made there by Proctor, and that'll force Proctor to cover it up. Well, that's good. What you want to do is at least force Proctor to glove that down, get an offensive zone faceoff. Face-off, won there by Odessa. They'll swat it all the way down. Gockler behind the cage, on over to Heidi. 20 seconds left now. Off the stick of Onstop, back out to center. Taken there by Heidi. Back to Gockler. Gockler off the stick of Sedlicek. Looks like the Mudbugs and the Jacks are content with 3-on-3 overtime. They're playing safe now. Played back on over to Heidi, and both teams will get a point. We'll see who gets the second one in a couple of minutes. 3-on-3 overtime. Sudden death coming up. We are tied at 2. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Planning for life and its unexpected events are more important now than ever. Generational Financial Advisors provides accounting, tax services, and financial advice for every stage in life. Janice Watt wants to connect with you to build a relationship and earn your trust. GFA will listen to your goals and objectives and develop a plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you, either as a small business owner or individual, with all services from accounting to investment planning. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter like a child custody case, or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case, or visit them online at defadapi.com.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. 3-on-3 backyard hockey is coming your way.
Prove to yourself and prove to everyone out there
Who will be the hero tonight? Mudbugs will have Gato, Gockler, and I believe Brimmer go out there for their 3 skaters. You know what they say about 3-on-3 overtime? It's all about puck possession, and that's why you see a lot of guys take it all the way back out. For Odessa, it'll be Hoyard, Couet, and I believe that is Duclair. No, rather Good. Face off at center ice is won there by Odessa, and it is Perdian. 5 minutes of sudden death overtime. Now along to the far side, thrown across, quick shot, score. That's Perdian. Odessa wins the game 3-2, and it only took them 15 seconds into overtime, and Odessa sweeps Shreveport at George's Pond and Hirsch Coliseum. Final score, Odessa 3, Shreveport 2. Stick around for the Nicky's Mexican Restaurant postgame show. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Planning for life and its unexpected events are more important now than ever. Generational Financial Advisors provides accounting, tax services, and financial advice for every stage in life. Janice Watt wants to connect with you to build a relationship and earn your trust. GFA will listen to your goals and objectives and develop a plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you, either as a small business owner or individual, with all services from accounting to investment planning. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter like a child custody case or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case or visit them online at defadapi.com.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. Mudbugs lose a tough one. They do get a point for their efforts, and they will fall to 2-3-1 now on the season. And this is a game where they felt like they were in control for most of it, but in the end, Odessa able to rally for the victory. It started at 9:59 of the first. Austin Brimmer drove home his first of the season. Connor Gato and Billy Fetchko got the assists, and the Mudbugs led 1-0 after one. Then at 8:47, it was Timofey Koklachev who was able to kind of throw a puck from the right point. It pinballed its way through. Onstad and Hallard got the assists, and the Mudbugs led 2-0 and looked like everything was rocking and rolling. Then at 18:58 of the second, big late period goal for Christopher Duclair from the far circle, the left wing to my right. He was able to just kind of thread one past the blocker side of Bobak. Manzo got the only assists, and it was a 2-1 game after 2 periods of play. Then Odessa in the third. It was at 12:17. Dane Hoyard had some space around the right wing circle. Liam O'Hare was the one who fed it to him, and the Mudbugs squandered their 1-goal lead as Hoyard tied it up, and we were even at 2. Then in overtime, it only took 15 seconds. That's how big it is when you win the faceoff, as Connor Couet came around the far circle and just absolutely tape-to-tape passed to John Perdian, who powered home his 4th of the season in overtime, and that was the game winner. Final score, Odessa 3, Shreveport 2. Stick around for our next broadcast. Mudbugs continue this homestand next weekend against El Paso, and it'll be a lot of fun next Friday night, 7-11. Be sure to join us. Get your tickets by giving us a call at 318-636-7094 or log on to mudbugshockey.com. Big thanks to all our corporate partners, viewers, and fans for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. I'm Chet Yoder signing off from George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. Final score, Odessa 3, Shreveport 2. Have a good night and a better tomorrow as you've been listening to Shreveport